Hello, my beautiful teacups. Welcome back to my channel. This is Choi Leaves Tarot, where we get to your greatness one tea leaf at a time. All right. So let's just jump into this. This is a special reading for you. You're a person. If you resonated with this title, this is definitely like your person is about to confess something to you. This is maybe, even if they don't tell you this is literally their vibe. So let's just get into it. What is your person thinking about you right this second? What do they want to confess to you? What's going on in your love life? All signs, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. And don't forget to smash that like button so we can get more and more accurate reads. And follow for more and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Ooh, look at, yeah. I told you, there is an air of confession. Like, this person is howling to the moon. Like, I've got to tell her. They are feeling deceptive for not telling you. And it doesn't have to be something bad. Like, they could just feel like, I'm not being as vulnerable, or as, besides vulnerability, maybe they're not being as, they feel like they're hiding their like mushy gushy side from you, if that makes sense. So the moon, deception or delays, emotions up or down, maybe deceiving yourself emotionally or others. Yeah, they're lying to themselves. Like, they want you bad. And so they want to confess, like, okay, maybe we're not talking. Maybe this is a temporary separation. Or maybe you guys had like a little argument or something. I'm not talking like a serious argument, just maybe you haven't talked for a day or so, and this person's like, no, I have to tell her, like, it's not worth the argument. They really feel alone. They got their head out of the game. Like, they're back in the game now. It's like Nine of Wands, undecided, need to take a step out of the situation. Then you'll see more clearly. Yeah, they took a step out. Maybe you just stopped texting them back or calling them, and you were just like, okay, well, you're not trying to court toward marriage. We're just not on the same page, or something like that. And they were just like, they acted nonchalant, but girl, they're running back. This is so funny. And you might be like, well, too little, too late. But I mean, they're going to confess anyway. You're going to see from the way they act, their apologies. They're just going to be like, what is going on? Look at this. They don't want to fall for the, like, what the grass is greener on the other side anymore. Seven of Cups, all that glitters is not gold. Look beyond the clouds, money improvements. Ooh, okay. They want to like actually give you princess energy. They want to give you tangible gifts. They're like, you know what? I'm not going to cheap out this holiday. I know I might be called a simp or, you know, whatever. I'm holding back who I want to treat as my queen. You know what I mean? So they feel bad. They're like, why am I playing a game in the game of love? Like, yeah, she might not like me, or I might not like her in the end of the day, but I need to get my first foot. Like, it's kind of like he really does like you right now. So why lie and why be scared that it's not reciprocated? You know what I mean? So he realizes he has a higher chance of losing you by not being honest about how he really does feel very, like, happy with you, right? Like, he's just like, I do want to spoil her. It's in my nature to really actually show love and emotional stability. And you know what? I am overreacting by listening maybe to his friends, his boys, maybe he has like a very clingy mother or something. And they're like, she's just a gold digger. And it's kind of like, he knows he worked this hard just to spend it on another woman, not his men. Or his, like, you know, he's just like, this is weird behavior. I might have to I think he's looking around the people in his circle, and he's realizing they would let him fumble you. You haven't done anything wrong. You're just like, you don't even ask for all the money and whatever. It's just that's what you are used to in your lifestyle. And you're not even telling him he has to do it. You're just like, well, I guess we're just not compatible, right? And this person's like, yes, we are. I really do have money. Why am I cheaping out? I'm generous. I'm a provider. I'm loving. I'm caring, you know? So he's going to come back and circle back and try to convince you that, you know, like, he just wasn't being his full self. You might see it as like, okay, well then why weren't you loving and caring and generous from the start? That's up to you to decide. You know what I mean? Because who does want someone? Like, why do I have to pass a test, right? But if you don't feel like he was passing a test or anything, you just thought this is how you court, he's a little rusty, then in that case, if he switches up in a good way and not just because he thinks he can get you into bed or get you to marry him only to like cheat, you know what I mean? Some people do realize, oh, she's like high standards, high, is spoiled, is well loved. Put it that way. You're not spoiled. You're well loved. You're well appreciated in your own life, that you can set boundaries. And so, he sees you as the high priestess. You're very in tune with yourself. You're not a pick-me. You realize, he's a great guy, but he might not be for you if he just doesn't have it together like that, right? But if he does and he's hiding it, you also are kind of turned off. Maybe that's why you're not talking to them. But it says the High Priestess, highest card in the tarot deck, very powerful, good or bad, secrets to be revealed. Like I'm telling you, they're going to tell you like their secrets or their inner feelings about you and be like, you know what, I was kind of being cheap and I don't even know why. Like, is it society? And don't worry, as a leader, I did look in the mirror and realize at the second you didn't like something, I did go back and reevaluate if I'm being pushed or swayed by the public. And it gets the best of us, right? Sometimes people do listen to what goes on outside because, the general consensus is usually got some good points here and there. But you also don't want like a weak ass man who's like a follower. The second someone tells him like jump and he's like, oh, go spoil her, he spoils you. Or don't spoil her and he doesn't. Like, you want it to be from his heart. Like, you don't want people to be like all up in his ear and he actually just like is a pushover and then treats you how other people tell him. Like, those like there's a bunch of podcast people, there's a bunch of people on the internet who have never seen women like you, or you know what I mean? So it's up to you to feel like, is this person a follower or not? But I'm getting not necessarily a follower. The second they kind of even pretended to be like the other guys, they like felt sick to their stomach themselves. That's why we got the moon deception card. He felt like he was lying to himself. He's really a generous, gentle, loving person. And he's a king of cups. Look at this. Man over 25 years, blue eyes, fair or brown hair. If he doesn't look like that, gentle, emotional, shy. So he is like more shy and he wants to be in tune with his emotions, and he's just like, yo, I feel icky being weird about like being generous. Like if we don't work out, we don't work out. But I'm not the type who, you're leading. This person realizes like, okay, there might be somebody who might try to use him, might not, but he's going to take a chance on love. And so he feels gross that he's kind of acting like you have to prove yourself to that. But he's like, I know as a manly man, this person is someone who has their finances together. They have their cup runneth over. And they're like, no, it's weird that I'm generous to everyone except the woman. And he's not gay. So it's like, he really just genuinely isn't like homoerotic, like listen to his friends kind of thing. He really just wants you and he wants to spoil you, girl. So you'll see if he's just a follower or really just really realize like, yo, I can't lose her. And I genuinely love being like a giver, right? Like providing, happy, emotionally taking you out on gorgeous dates. Like this person loves the thing too. It's not just for you, it's for him too. He likes it. So he's like, why am I holding back? He's definitely going to confess like and apologize. I feel like it's coming soon. Or, you'll see in his behavior. He might not even say it. All of a sudden, you're going to see like better treatment. You might not even have had like an argument. It might have been like, he's just overthinking it. And you guys talk every day. You just were busy that day. And he had time to think about like, yo, I need to go full money, full like love, full romance, courting, or like he's traditional in the courtship sense that he feels like, it's going to take a couple months. I don't want to just take her to bed. Like this is wifey material. And they're not the type to treat women bad or good based on what they think, oh, she's wifey or she's not. They don't even approach other women like just to sleep with people. Like he's very picky. And like for that, like he knows because he's so picky, he needs to go like his full courtship with you because he hasn't been into someone in such a long time. He like daydreams about you, 7 of Cups, like he knows not to fall for the fool's gold, the people around him who are just kind of like, yeah, I don't need it, I don't need much, I don't, I don't expect, I'll do 50-50 dates. Like he doesn't really respect that. He wants a woman like you who respects her boundaries, was like very classy, very got your ish together, not a follower. Like it's just giving that type of energy. Let's get you some soul lesson card. Universe, what does the collective need to know right now about this connection? What other things? Don't forget to follow. Okay, this one popped out. Pride. Okay, it all comes down to pride. He's willing to bite his pride. Look at this. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Exactly. And he sees himself in you. He's like, why would I cheap out on the possible other half of me? Like, not even the other half, because he sees himself as a whole being and you as another whole. So it becomes like synergistic. But he sees himself in you, like the way that he has high standards. He's like, she has high standards. If I was a woman, I would also have these high standards and not settle for less. So why am I bugging that? Like, why am I being like holding back my goods? I should go full impressing mode, right? Like he's like, that's what I'm signing up for. I'm signing up for a real relationship where I can impress her. Like this isn't the other way around. This person doesn't want like you to impress them. He's already impressed or he would have never approached you. So it's kind of like, universe is kind of like sit back, let him show his work and prove to you that he's there. Look at this. And like, let me get you some cards, universe. What other cards? This is hilarious because like one of his friends are being a hater. Heavy makeup currently makes you look matronly. Like he's like, why was I listening to someone to think that like her makeup is XYZ or whatever. So he's not going to listen to his friends anymore. He likes you with or without makeup, with a lot of makeup, a little makeup. He doesn't care. Like he's like, that is such a weirdly feminine thing to care about as a man. He was like, why did I let that person get in my ear? Like you're high quality, high standard, around the way girl versus not. He doesn't care. He's like, she's amazing in every scenario. Why am I listening? Look at this. Have your cake and eat it. Yeah. He's like, why can't she have her cake and eat it too? Why can't she be spoiled by me, but also be spoiled by her own family and people who love her and herself having her own career? Like, let her have her cake and eat it too. And he also feels like, yo, she's really a catch. Why am I bugging, right? So let me get your tea leaf message. Okay. Ooh, helps. He wants to help. He wants to make your ambitions come true, whatever it is. Like, and you're not even telling him how much money you make, how much, like, whatever. It's just, he's like, anything, if you ever need help in anything, I got you. And he actually might do it, right? Like, helps. Organic tea, refresh, natural energy, and antioxidants. Interesting. This is peppermint and spearmint. So it's so like fresh energy, again with the synergistic, like a union of two different things. You want to help each other, but he wants to help you. Like he's like, I'm very in my masculine. I love helping her rise. I want to help her feel even more luxurious, more jewelry, better dates. Like he's trying to show that he really does have his ish together. Obviously don't drink that if you're allergic, but just like the minty freshness is what you're bringing to his life. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go and like confess to her how much I really like her and show her by my words, not not just my words, my actions as well. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.